So I grew up with God and going to church. However, God was used as a punishment. It was very much anything, like if I had done something wrong, or if I fell down, it was because God was punishing me for doing something wrong. And church wasn't, I really learned anything at church. I feel like I was in so many youth groups, but there was not really anything that we didn't really talk about the Bible. I felt like there was little lessons, but I don't remember any like direct scripture being read. And I felt like we did more games. Yeah, so there wasn't much that I learned from church, and the churches that I went to were very flamboyant, very like over the top, a lot of dancing around, and just a lot of here's all the bad things that are going to happen to you, instead of just that you can rely on God. I was baptized when I was 12 years old, basically because my grandma asked me to be, and I was trying to gain favor with her. I wanted her to like me more and not punish me as much, and I was afraid of God, really. So that's why I agreed to do it, because I was afraid of God and I didn't want him to keep punishing me. I went through a lot of trauma in my 20s. I was homeless and assaulted, and I had lost a child shortly after birth, and then was in a violent relationship. And during that time, I really believed just that was God again. From my younger days, that I believe God was punishing me. I felt like I must have done something wrong and I was being punished, and I truly just believed that I was meant to take my own life, and that was what God was telling me. I was meant to take my own life. And I did get to the point where I did save up all of my medications, and I took over 200 pills. And my heart stopped for nearly 10 minutes. They worked on me, they did CPR. And in that moment that they were working on me, I had a moment where my daughter that had passed away came to me, and she had her arm stretched out to me, and I could just feel with all of my being that I was being told by God. I knew it was God telling me that he forgave me, that he understood my pain, and that he had a purpose, and he wasn't done with me. And after that, I woke up, and the doctor came into the room, and he had to talk to me and ask me if it was a suicide attempt. And I explained that it was. I explained that I had saved up all my medications and how many pills I had taken. And he said there was no scientific reason I should be alive. And in that moment, I looked at him and I said, there is no scientific reason I should be alive. I'm here because of God. And I knew in that moment that God wasn't punishing me. And it changed. Everything changed. And I really started to live my life knowing that God loved me. And I just wanted to learn everything that I could. And I knew I was saved. I had to ask God for his forgiveness. I had asked God to come into my life, and that I wanted to be saved. And I could feel the difference. Like I just felt lighter, so much lighter. I'd been carrying around all this heaviness and this pain and dread, and constant asking God, why am I going through this? Why are you punishing me? Why do you hate me? And finally it was gone. It was like I knew God loved me, and my life completely changed.